let's do this for the memes. For the Musketeers. I mean, even though there's only 2 of them, but it still counts, right? Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Brave 9 video. Alright, so we're gonna do Gates of Chaos chapter 3. Okay, so let's start off with reviving both Mora and Lian. Okay, we're gonna use Mora and Lian for the first stage. So this stage, alright, so you can just see this time we have new units right here. Sobalina, and she's the only one, and everyone will have their stats increased. So these Minotaur guys, they will have 45,000 HP. Okay, and then we have the BRB Hornet. Again, you want to get rid of these 2 if you can. And the rest should be easily tankable with Mora. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I was thinking of going Veronia to Lian, something at the back. Okay, so this is what I came up with. So the idea here is we have Benshina as well. So we definitely need more than just, you know, Mora and Lian. So we're gonna need another unit that can help us with the damage. Okay, or else it will bring again to round 10 and things are going to be really difficult. So Benshina can help with that, but we want to set it up so that Benshina will receive the buff after Lian dies, not Mora. So that's gonna be much safer for us. Okay, so something like this works. So we're gonna have 2 fodders. Whoa, hold up. Okay, so future Guitar Rock here again. As usual, I made a mistake, screwed up real hard. Okay, so later you're gonna see that I screwed up with this strat. So, a fix right here, what you guys should be doing. Okay, number 1, you're gonna need to use Daniel. So the reason why is because Benshina will receive tons of reduction or stats weakening from those bull guys. So you want to put Daniel behind, and then you want to put Daniel buffing Benshina. I think that's gonna be safer. And then you know what, Veronia can buff Mora or whatever. Alright, so something like, so let Veronia be 1, Lian be 2, Mora be 3, and then 4 be Daniel. Alright, and then 5 is Benshina. So that's the way that I would have gone through that if I were to do it again. So keep in mind, this Sobalina, do not underestimate her. Okay, so she can go through 100% defense, which is, she can do that easily. And she does have 75% crit damage every single turn, which is insane. So if you want to tank with something like Benshina, make sure you do it early on. In this case, she's moving at turn number 2, right? So if she moves later on, you probably cannot tank with Benshina ever. Alright, so we're gonna go with this strat. Oh, make sure Benshina has Vital Runes. If your Benshina has above 30k HP, you should be fine. So let's go, let's give this a shot. Okay, so we are able to take the hit. Lian. Okay, so the bull is alive, it's okay. Our objective is to take care of everyone else except for the bull. Oh no, I think I messed up. I think I needed to buff my Benshina with... stats weakening or something. Yeah, she received too much right there. There were no stats weakening that goes onto her. Fortunately, we do have Veronia, but I think this is gonna go to round 10, which can be quite bad. Unless... oh no, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I messed up. I think you want to use Daniel or something to buff Benshina with the stats weakening and put Benshina way more front than she should. I'm going to put like what's a strategy that you should be using as opposed to what I just did, because I definitely messed up. I forgot that Benshina is not immune to all these things. Alright, this second try for me. So alright, we got this. Okay, so first floor, mess it up a little bit, but it's okay. I think gonna get back Mora. Okay, the next one. Okay, this one is gonna be, let's see, a little bit tricky. You want to get rid of Sobalina as well. So going Illenia front is gonna be one of your best bet. Get rid of them, and then you want to hit somewhere at the back. Viola works, but I think Rydell is gonna be your safest bet. So we are still gonna rely on Mora, right? But going Ileana and Rydell is probably the best way to approach this one. Like, any other way is probably gonna be really risky. Oh, if you don't have Rydell, you could go like a Vals somewhere back as well. That could work. So yeah, we're gonna go with Mora. Alright, again this time. Okay, so we're gonna get one for the right here. Okay, so I will bring... I was thinking of Isabel, right? I can definitely benefit from the attack more because I'm gonna use Rydell and Ileana, and both their modifier relies more on attack percent. So Isabel doesn't give much attack, she gives more crit rate and crit damage. So I think I'm gonna go for Serendia right here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna go with. So enemy will go with 1, 2. Okay, so this person will die. I can't place Sloan here. Alright, so we gotta do like that. So we're gonna go in first with Ileana, hopefully killing both Sobalinas. And then 3, 4 will be dead, hopefully, and then 5. You know what, let's be safe and add 1 extra fodder. So we're gonna add 1 more fodder right here. So 3 fodders just to be safe, because I know this frog guy is gonna come afterwards. And I want my Mora to move later on. So Sloan is here because this guy ignores taunt. He's gonna come in and hit Sloan. If you don't have Sloan, both Rydell and Ileana might die, so having one of them leave is gonna help you significantly. So I think this is the best strat I can think of. If you don't have Serendia, I think Ebony or Isabel can be decent. Alright, nice. Okay, so from this point onwards, okay, Sloan literally got obliterated right there. Can my Ileana live through this? Nice. Oh my god, Ileana is so strong. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to be able to do that. Very good. Alright, so I think this is a success. Don't think there's any screw ups right here. My Ileana is plus 14 by the way. So yeah, you don't need... If you have plus 15, definitely you can do this easily. So Mora's damage is really lacking against these guys in chapter 3. So you have to rely on a strong DPS warrior to help you out with that. So Mora cannot do it on her own, right? So you have to rely on Ileana right here. Hopefully we don't go to... Yeah, at this point if we go to round 10 it's fine. No problem. Okay, so next one. This one is gonna be a little bit tricky. Okay, there's a couple of things that makes this hard. Number one, this Sobalina right here. She's quite hard to reach, right? You can't use the Mila because this guy's AoE absorbs things. But you want to get rid of Biobi Hornet. It's gonna be quite hard as well. You need Rydell to go in and hit. And this one you want to go use a Lito or Yunrang or something. But for her, yeah, she's gonna be the tough one. So there's no easy way of doing this chapter in my opinion. It's gonna be really hard. So I think the best way is basically just revive Seto and just rely on your Seto to tank the top basically. That's going to be the shortcut way. If you don't have Seto, you want to use Lucius, that's fine. It's gonna work as well. Okay, so for the next one, chapter 3 1-3, this is the best way that I can think of. You want to use Seto here. If you don't have Seto, I think you want to use Lucius. So Rydell might not be able to kill a frog, but at least we can kill this Biobi Hornet. That's our main target, and same goes for Yunrang. So once the 2 Biobi Hornets die, Mora can take anyone from bottom because we can keep taking our hits from the frog, no problem. So that's the entire plan right here. So yeah, let's go. Let's give this a shot. I don't know why I feel like this plan is super risky, but we will see. Okay, that guy cannot do... Frog is still alive. Okay, nice. Okay, now Frog can't do anything to me. Oh no. Can Seto take it? Nice, nice. Okay. I think we got this. It's going to take a little bit long. The frog is quite tanky. Holy, Rider cannot kill the frog. No, so Valina is gonna one-shot me. Is that it? Okay, how did that fail? How did that fail so bad? I must have miscalculated something. God damn it! Ah, maybe you need someone top besides Seto. I was being a little bit stingy right there. Okay, so moving on, let's branch up first. So now we have this Obalina, slightly nerfed, 5000 HP. But trust me, you don't want to mess with her, man. She's gonna like... She does have a bit incoming damage reduction, which can be a little bit annoying. So yeah, this is what I plan to do. I will go in. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Cerubia at this point. Alright? Cerubia to Karin. So I have a plus 10 Karin. Any 4-star warrior is gonna be decent, but... Yeah, I recommend Karin because I don't think you will be using her from this point onwards. And then I'm going to protect myself with 4 fodders, including Cerubia herself. Let's go. Yeah, just traumatized by just now. Let's see. Yep, so we're gonna take 2 hits. 33,000, wow. Sometimes it grays, you know, so you can never be too safe. Okay, so let's go. So now this one is a bit different. And I know a lot of people is gonna approach this like, oh, let's go Lian here, let's go something else there. But my best advice for you, right? Don't be too stingy. Alright, if you need to use a 5-star, just use 5-star because this Sobalina can screw you up. She can screw you over if she wants to. Alright, 75% crit damage per turn is not something that you want to mess with. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use a combo. We are going to use Benshina, alright? And I'm going to use a Sui. Yeah, I'm going to go with something like this. So this will give us the counter. Benshina is going to go in. Hopefully one-shot the Sobalina at the back. And hopefully you can take a couple of hits from the front one. Oof. That is really strong, man. Okay, so my Benshina is double vital again. Better to go vital. Maybe you want to place Sui at the bottom as well. Instead of placing Sui like this just now, maybe you want to do it like that. I think will be better. Alright, next. We have a couple of Sobalinas right here, so don't mess with them. We're just gonna straight jump into Anastasia, alright? It's gonna go bombard all of them at once. You know what, I'm gonna go Mary on this one. Now again, you could use Sui if you want to, you can use Isabel, anything. Alright, so as long as you give your Anastasia a little bit of buffs, you know, you could never be too safe. I think if we got this, we got this. If we don't got this, we don't got this. There's no just in case right here. Crap. How did the last one live through? That doesn't make sense. Okay, that was really awkward. How did 3 I got unlucky, right? There must be some grace or something. Yeah, which is why sometimes you don't want to... I mean, if you can double buff, just double buff. Don't be too stingy. Alright, the last one. Okay, this one is not too difficult. It looks crazy, but actually, if you know the strategy, it's actually relatively easy. Alright, I'm going to show you guys a strat. So we're going to need just 2 mages. Okay, so one thing that we could actually use right here I mean, we're getting ourselves the legend scrolls anyways. Alright, so Arenes for attack buffs. Alright, you want to use Hephaestus, you could. Okay. Okay, there are a couple of options that we can use. You could use Garinov. Okay. You could use low rank. Anyone that hits front. You want someone that hits front and it's a 3 by 3. Okay, as long as they hit front. Esther is gonna work as well. Yeah, you could use Esther. If you were during the collab, Benimaru is gonna work well. So in our case, we're gonna use low rank right here. And then you want someone that hits back and deals 3 by 3. Okay, so the most notable one is Catherine. So don't be afraid to use Catherine right here, because very rarely you will see her being used anymore. You want back preferably. Wait, back or skip, doesn't matter. Yeah, back or skip doesn't matter because the front one will die. So yeah, you could use skip as well. Skip 3 by 3. Okay, so you could use Claudia if you want to. She's gonna work decently as well. So I'm gonna use her. Mine is +0. Just give both assault runes and you should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna put one fodder on top. Alright, gonna go with something like this. Let's go. So Claudia and Lorang. These are the two units that I probably would never ever use. But again, substitutes, there are quite many, okay? You just need something that hits front 3 by 3 and hits back and or skip 3 by 3 as well. So there are plenty of options. Alright, GG. Okay, so now, let's see. Do we have any legend to revive? No. So at this point onwards, don't be shy to use your legendary, because we do have plenty of legendary merc scroll, okay? If you need to use your Lucius or whatever, just go ahead. And that's what we're going to do right here in chapter 3 1-4. This is not going to be easy. We are back with fighting Choyermon. Okay, so this is where it's gonna be really hard. Okay, you're gonna see me use like 3 to 4 legendaries right here, because this boss is not something you have to mess with. I think he's the turning point for a lot of players, and this Choyermon is the boss that's going to screw up a lot of players. A lot of players are going to like be careless fighting against him. And yeah, you can't cheese this time around. There's no cheese around this. There's no way to use Mora or something, because this guy is like a Celia. You gotta kill him first. You gotta kill him, or else this frog will basically destroy your formation, your team. Okay, so there's no other way. The best way that I can think of is just 3 legendaries right in, alright? Don't be shy to just spam your legendaries, alright, at this point. Okay, so let me explain the strat right here. You want to go Lian, alright, because you want to get rid of Sorbelina. Once Sorbelina is down, everything is gonna be significantly easier. Do you need Lucius? That's the question. Because like I mentioned, as long as the boss is still alive, you can't use 100% defense because this frog will destroy you, right? You can't use 100% defense units. You can't use units with high HP because they can destroy you as well. So Lucius is probably your best bet. Okay, I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, because we need Seto top, so we're gonna use Lucius right here. Again, this can look a little bit overkill, but trust me, you're gonna see that this boss is not something that you want to mess with. Okay, so I think we are done. I'm just gonna reset the turn order. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay, so again, Rafitia might not be ultra needed right there. You can replace her with almost any other supporter, but then you have to move your units a little bit closer. But basically Lian and Taylor, if you use Yuri, needs to be in the middle. Alright, Lian, get rid of the back, Taylor of the front. Let's go. Okay, at this point you have to, if you don't have Livia, if you don't have legendary, you don't have Lucius, you'll have to improvise right here. It's not going to be easy. Alright, like that. So far we are good. Yep. I think we can secure this easily. Yeah, we got this. Do you guys see this Choyermon destroying? Oh my god. This Choyermon, man. That Choyermon. That Centaur dude. It's just insane. Bam. Easy. Alright, so that's gonna be the best one take method that you can. So if you guys have any other suggestions on how to do that easier, you could leave, your formation in the comment section. But I think that using Livia is almost like an easy win right there. Anyone else is going to be like super difficult. Okay, so let's go to the bottom path. We're gonna slowly move towards down and hopefully take care of these outskirts for the time being. Oh my god. Okay, so the next one, this one is the outskirts for chapter 3, 2-1. So this outskirt, it can be quite challenging. I'm gonna bring in Anastasia, but even then I don't feel confident that I can one-shot them. These 10 boosts because of their 80% defense, but at the end of the day, the priority is to get rid of her, BioB Hornet. So enemy goes first with the frog hitting me. Hopefully Zakan will get rid of the frog. And then my turn, I go with Lian. We focus on the BioB Hornets and then we slowly take care of the 10 boosts. So which is why I brought in a tank, Iris, to basically hopefully help me to take a couple of hits. If you don't have Iris, just use any other tank. Carlson is gonna work as well, I think. As expected, it's not enough. So yeah, we're gonna slowly get rid of them. Hopefully Anastasia can help with that. Alright, GG. Okay, so let's move down even further. So this one will give us the 4-star Merc Reset Scroll times 6. So I believe that's the last 4-star Merc Reset that we will get. After this, we'll get 5-star here. Oh, and then we'll get more 4 stars there. Alright, no problem. So let's go. This one is not too difficult. There's a couple of methods that we can approach this. So let me tell you guys my strategy. Okay, I'm gonna use this same strat that I did during my live stream. Okay, so I have airiness. So we are going to buff. I'm gonna bring in a couple of units. Number 1, okay, so 3 separate mages. So Claudia is one of them. A Bruno setting up the front. And then we're gonna have a Noel for the back. So the objective here is, let's see. We're gonna go first with Claudia. Let's go. Nice. Good job on Claudia right there. Good job on Bruno. Noel. Bam. Okay, so that being said, we got ourselves the reset scroll. So yeah, 3 more stages till we end this branch. Oh, look at this monstrous amount of 10 boosts right here. Okay, this is basically my favorite stage. There's 2 ways of doing this. Somebody in my comment section told me that you could try hell with this, but during my live stream, what I did was John to Naius, and I actually like the John and Naius combo better because I feel like maybe you can use hell later, but for John and Naius, like you can't really use them for much stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go with this approach. 2 shield runes on Naius, I think that's what I go with. Yeah, 2 shield runes. Alright, John to Naius combo is like one of the best PvE combos it used to, alright, it used to be. Of course, right now plus 15, we have so many saturated units, but man, this brings back the nostalgia when I used to tackle the contents of, like, because look at all these 10 boosts, right? They have this AoE absorption, but against Naius, nah, it doesn't matter because Naius can stigmatize everyone and just gives you that bonus hit right there. Oh, here comes! Look at this! Is it here? Is it here yet? It's here! Here comes the explosion! Whoa! Holy, that was beautiful, man! I love that. Okay, again, if you don't have John or Nayus for whatever reason, alright, feel free to use Hel. I heard that she can solo this as well. Moving on, 3 bulls, 3 frogs. Okay, so this one is gonna be a little bit different. There are a couple of strats. I heard that a Larkis plus 3 can do it. I'm not sure, somebody told me that. And I didn't have the chance to try it, so I think I want to try that right now. And if it fails, then you guys can know that, you know, it doesn't work. But if it succeeds, then maybe this is something that you guys can give it a shot as well. This is what I have on my Larkis. Whoa, triple S. Okay, let's go. We probably will not have a use for Larkis later on. Okay, so we know it's a fail. We could use Benshina to Daniel. Okay, so why is Daniel? Daniel gives Benshina the stats weakening, so that will prevent Benshina from dying to these frogs, because when this guy comes in, you know, they will apply the annoying stuff. Okay, so hopefully this is a much better viable strat, because a stats immune Benshina is pretty OP. Look, I cannot die. I'm immortal. What now, bulls and frogs? What you gonna do to my Benshina? Oh, there's one grave. Yeah, I think Daniel is something that you want to keep for the time being. The reason why I didn't use Daniel so early on is because I want to preserve him for the later stages, the branches of these few outskirts. So this combo is super good, man. Benshina to Daniel is probably one of the better combos that we can perform in the later stages as well. Alright, okay, so now we have this Sobalina, right? And then a bunch of these Biobi Hornets. This is crazy, man. Like, okay, you want something that hits back for that one? So we're gonna bring in a supporter. Okay, there are a couple of options here. Obviously, you could go with, I'm not sure how many players have Dwen out there. Dwen is an option. Okay, Rogan is an option. Kyria is an option. Either one of these 3. Sigmund Foxy is an option as well. You just want to get rid of her. Okay, so if you have Sigmund Foxy, some of you guys might have. That could be an option. Scarlet is an option as well. Okay, as long as you just get rid of her. For me, I'm going to use Dwen. Okay, because I have a low Sigmund Foxy. But if you have Scarlet, Sigmund Foxy, or even Rogan, high skill enough, yeah, just use them. So this is very obvious. Again, a 3x3 that hits back is gonna work. If you don't have Charlotte, use Alice. Okay, so again, +0, you just want to have good assault runes, that's about it. Okay, I'm gonna place 3 fodders just in case. I'm not sure if my Ceres is strong enough, it's been so long since I've used her, but I think her buff is gonna be decent. But there's Aura again. Okay, Dwen was enough, fortunately. But is Charlotte enough though? Is Charlotte enough? That's the question that we have all been asking for. Looking forward to the answers. Here comes Charlotte. Okay, that was enough. GG. Okay, so with that being said, we got ourselves some additional scrolls that we can basically use. Alright guys, so I hope you guys appreciate this guide actually takes very long to do. So I will actually skip it to 2 parts again. So next one we're going to do the rest in part 2. So this is part 1. Would appreciate if you guys could subscribe, you know, turn on the notifications as well. Stay tuned for the next part. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will work on the next one. Hopefully, gonna edit this first. That's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys can replicate the strats, you know. Have a nice day and goodbye.